Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. This Sunday has been a bit of a special day. There's two really special things happened. The first thing is I got an official confirmation from YouTube that I'm entitled to a 100,000 subscribers plaque. That's a silver play button thing. The second thing is I'm officially a pensioner. I'm 66 now, sort of semi-retired, so I can spend a lot more time in the shop making videos I hope for the long time to come. In tonight's video I do probably one of my favourite jobs. I do like a sort of refurbished job on some steam traction engine parts, some cylinder drain valves. I do a sympathetic restoration. You might wonder what a sympathetic restoration is. You do the bare minimum to make things safe and to make them work. It's no good just replacing bits and putting new bits on. Something that's 100-year-old deserves to stay on the actual engine. Last week I put a video up of a Sentinel steam wagon, a wagon that's been brought all the way back from Argentina. It's what they call the Argentinian S6. Now that video has only been up for 2 or 3 days and it's already had nearly 40,000 views. I didn't think it was anything special, but obviously the people that watch it did think it was something special. I did enjoy making the video. It was like an interview type video with a bit of film and a lot of still shots in. I'm going to try and do more videos on that sort of theme because obviously the steam lads and preservation lads seem to like them. This is a set of cylinder drain valves of a Fowler steam traction engine. What these valves are for, when you initially start a steam engine running, the steam goes into the very cooled cylinders and the pistons are very cooled and the steam condenses. If you persevere to make it run, you'll get a hydraulic lock. So these valves are in the ends of the cylinders. You open the valve and it lets the water squirt out each end. You've seen trains and traction engines where squirt water out of each end of the cylinder. It's the cylinder drain valves that do the job. There's 4 of them, one at each end of a 12-cylinder engine. And there's a linkage that connects them all together. The issue we're having with this one is the linkage is all badly worn, really badly worn. And some of the taps that one going together. There's quite a bit of wear on the square on the tap. A lot of the trouble is there's no shoulder there for the linkage to rest on, because that, when it's working, that's on there like that, and it flexes up and down, moves up and down with vibration, and it's wearing that away. So I think with this one I'm going to take it out and machine a square on there and then solder a nice flat washer on to support it. That one I can do nothing with, that's fastened together, that's a good one. This one I've already done a couple of years ago. I put a new end on because it was broken off, so that one's good to go. So we've just got these two to do in the linkage, which I'll take apart and repin. I can make new linkage, but this is the stuff off the engine. You want to keep it original, so that's what we're going to do with them. I think this is the worst one, so we'll tackle that one first. That one's got a bit more to rest on, but not much. So we'll take it apart and see how we can machine that off and then solder a nice washer on, a bronze washer, to give it a bit more support. There's 2 little pop marks on there, 2 there and 2 there, so I know where it goes to put it back together. That's the sort of washer I want to make to solder onto the other end of the spindle. And also we're going to lap these in when they go back together. Just to tape a tap, a plug tap, or what they call a gas tap. And when you think it's been in there for 100 years, it hasn't really done that bad. Not quite sure what that's about there. Don't know whether it's the hold oil or something, I'm not quite sure. Right. It's the idea just to machine some of that off, so I've got a nice square shoulder to work on too. We've got a grip on this nut just on the very edge of it, because nothing will run through. I know it'll not. And try and get this to run through. And then really I need a centre drill mark in the end to support it, and then we can machine. It's running pretty good there. So all I want to do is get a nice square shoulder in there. Got to be really careful here. I do not want this jamming and getting raw out the chuck. Right, that's going to be enough just to support it. Take a great lot. Right, so it's running fairly true. What I want to do is put a nice sharp corner into there. I was going to use brass, but I've decided to use a bit of steel. It's not bad, damn it, otherwise it's going to give it plenty of support. And obviously it's going to be the same thickness as what it's taken off, and that'll silver sole onto there, no problem. So we'll get a hole put through it. I keep losing my little paint brushes. So that's the plan, that gets silver solid onto there, and it gives it something to support the actual lever arm instead of just flopping about. All I want is enough to get a centre in, just to put a square shoulder onto the end of the top. This is very nerve-wracking, this, I can assure you. All we want is a square shoulder in there. Good enough. Right. I think we've done loads of soldering jobs this last few weeks. Silver solder is an excellent tool for repairing things and making things. It really is. It's expensive, but it really is good. It's kind of dark outside, so we have to put the light out and get a better indication of how much heat I'm putting into here. Like a dull red, no more than that. Last thing I want to do is melt something that's 100 years old and it's virtually irreplaceable. The water starting to turn red, there's not enough heat in the brass yet. Colour's there now. So they're running in very nicely. Right, Joe, now take the stop. It's the first one done. It's easy enough to mount this back in the lathe and skim that face flat back down onto the steel. But I wanted to make sure it had plenty of penetration. Quite often the best way to do something like this is to do it with a file by hand. We're going to safe edge file so that edge there won't cut into the spindle, and just gently take off the excess raised material back down to nice steel like that. Same with this one. Sometimes nice to use a file instead of a machine, do things by hand. Very satisfying. I wouldn't say filing was a dying art. As an engineering company I go to, all SNNC stuff, and all the lads on the benches, they've all got nice files and they're all used. Pretty good that. Right, so that one is looking not too bad. Right, so that fits on there quite nicely. All it wants now is a good fitting washer with a square hole in it. I'll make one in a nice tight fitting split pin through there, and that's taken, it'll take all of that horrible rock off. So that's worked out quite nicely. And it'll take another 100 years to wear that away, probably longer, because that's actually made of steel. And we'll lap this tap in and put this one together, and then have a go at the other one. bit of work to do with these to get them to seal properly. They're not bad, but they're not good. Right, I've mixed a bit of this lapping paste with some fine oil, some light oil. I'll give it a bit more. This is really old stuff, this, but it's certainly effective. That's it there. I've got some for cast iron as well. This is for bronze and brass. You can feel it in various grades. I think it goes down to a 120 grade. Certainly having the desired effect. Nice matte colour all the way down, no shiny bits. Fairly effortless that. I've got some steel valves to lap in to cast iron seats. I'm looking forward to having a bit try all that stuff on them, because I had a hell of a job the last ones I did trying to find decent cut and paste. Let's have a look on there. Nice matte finish. I'll give it one more and wash it off and put it together. High temperature assembly compound. This is really good stuff. Use it on turbocharger flanges and nuts, stainless ones, and they do actually come to bits after they've been running. It is good gear. Nickel anti-seize compound. They wouldn't have had that in the day when these valves were built. If they had it, they would have used it without a doubt. Wash out the square on it. A spring washer, which is the wrong size, but it is a spring washer. If you look how warm that brass nut is with polishing it over the years. I really enjoy working on stuff like this. Feels good. You can feel it once it gets through the shoulder, which is very slippy. It starts to grip on the steel of the repair washer. Ready for a try on now, I think. And that's the one that fits onto there, it's supposed to fit onto there. It's at the bottom of the hole anyway. There's quite a bit of wear on that. I don't know if I should maybe try welding the hole up or weld that square up. They've been hitting it with a punch trying to tighten it up. It wouldn't do any harm to put a little bit of TIG in there and just file it. There's quite a bit of slugger on there, but at least it's not wobbling now. Once I get a washer and a pin through there, it's going to be alright.